What's up? What you're about to see is one of the videos that is usually only for my private mentoring clients. In this video, I want to talk about the best and worst things you can do in your 20s to be financially successful. Now, of course, when it comes to creating an amazing lifestyle and colorful life and a seductive journey, charisma and lifestyle/network are the most important two elements. But I have three other elements, which are style, body, and wealth. So in this video, we talk about wealth. Please pay attention and enjoy the video. If you're in your 20s or teens, congratulations, you still have a long way to go. You got time. When I was 20, I wanted to be a millionaire. When I was a millionaire, I wanted to be 20. Is a quote I heard in some YouTube video, and I think it's true for pretty much every rich person I've met so far. They would always happily trade their wealth back for time and to be young again, even if they would forget all the knowledge they acquired over their career. So with that in mind, what are my financial tips for you as a guy in your teens and 20s? The main thing is you're young, you're broke, but you have time and you have freedom. So you want to put that to work. Mainly, you can take way more risks. That means risks with money. So that means you can, if you have little money, you can risk it. You can buy a course, you can travel somewhere, you can take a job that maybe doesn't work out. Because even if you lose a small amount of money, you're in a position where you will, if you work hard, make more and more money every year anyway. And that first amount that you spend or risked and maybe lost, right? Maybe not, will seem smaller and smaller over time anyway. Versus, for example, a guy in his 40s, if he loses 100% of his net worth, well, that is a disaster. So if you see it from that point of view, it's very obvious. Also, you can risk with moving. This is a huge asset you have. Imagine you would be having 2 kids and the wife and the house with her, and you need to, go to the job every day to provide for your family. Well, probably you're in your 20s, you don't have that yet. And this is an incredible benefit and advantage you have that you have to take. You have to move around, basically. You should be taking risks with your location. You should take that job that is somewhere else. You should explore that city. You should meet that girl. I know that's not financial advice, but you should meet that girl that lives on the other side of the world. You should pitch somebody. You should work for your mentor like I did, right? Who lives in a different country and is from a different continent. So it's all about taking risks at your age. Because the beautiful thing is nobody will shame you for making mistakes in your 20s. Make as many mistakes as you can. Fail faster. This is the notion you should be having. Nobody's gonna say anything against it. And most importantly, the more mistakes you make, the more you will learn. As long as you learn from them. That's why I do advise to write failures down. Alex Hormozy has this video, maybe we can shoot it up, where he was emailing himself his biggest mistakes for a while. That video inspired me as well. I also have a journaling database on Notion where not every day, but here and there when something happens where I'm like, fuck, this sucks, I write it down, and later I can review all my disappointments that I had for the year and also all my accomplishments, which is usually much more. And that is a good way of collecting knowledge and experiences for your later life in your 30s, where you should take a little less risks. So I wrote down for you the best things you can do in your 20s. And we're starting it off with learn a skill that's in demand. So we talked about this in the saving money versus increasing income video, but basically you want to acquire a skill that is in demand, that people need. You want to solve somebody's problem. So this can be usually sales, anything to do with media, video editing, filming, podcast editing, web development, media thing, running ads, creating ads, writing ads, copywriting, all that stuff. Every company in the world needs all of these things that I just mentioned, because as soon as you're selling stuff, you also need copy and you need media and you need to promote it. Learn a skill in that sense. We are living in a time where information is abundant. You can go on YouTube right now and educate yourself within the next 7 days in all of these areas at a basic level, and then choose one and go hardcore on it for another 14 days, and you will know more than 99% of people on the planet. So take advantage of that. Second thing you should absolutely be doing in your 20s is learn seduction. Seduction is an incredible life skill for meeting ladies, for building networks, for having a fun lifestyle, but also for making money. If you know how people think and you can seduce them into doing what you want them to do and really understanding them, what they want and what they desire, then you will win, my friend. This is super important. Learn seduction, and literally all the stuff that we teach in the charisma section, or 90% of it, is applicable to man-to-man conversations as well, is applicable in the business world as well. So this is a beautiful skill you can have in order to become more wealthy. Next up is build a network. In your 20s, you want to be out and about, meeting people, making friends, collaborating with people. James's Lifestyle Design Academy is really going deeper into those topics when it comes to how can I build a strong tribe, how can I make good connections with guys. The 20s is an incredible time to do so. This will pay off many fold. This is much better than being a lone wolf, a lone warrior out there trying to do everything by yourself. The most wealthy people, the most successful people, the people with the best lifestyle as well, have support structures around them. They have collaborators, they have business partners, they have co-founders they're 50-50 with, or they even have bosses they work for. So you want to meet a lot of people. Next thing that you should absolutely be doing in your 20s is, like I said, move around a lot, meet people, meet potential business partners, meet mentors, meet ladies. That's one reason to meeting and building a network. The other reason is maybe you can reduce your costs. Like if you live in a place like I lived in Austria, Germany, London, New York, anywhere, basically anywhere you go, it will be cheaper. So if you make 2,000 a month, but you spend 1,600 on living, but then you move to another place and you suddenly only spend 800 on living, now you're 3xing what you can save every month and spend on things that improve your skill, maybe spend on mentors or courses or other education, or put a little bit that in long-term investment, which in your 20s is not that important, but you should start thinking about it. So move around to reduce costs, to meet people, and to have experiences. This will be what makes you in the future. It will be not the job you grinded for so long, or even necessarily the people you know. The person you will become is very strongly defined by your life experience, and by traveling and seeing different places and putting yourself in wacky situations. You will grow the most, more than with anything else. Number 5 of the best things you can do in your 20s is solve somebody else's problem. So this is what I've been doing. You know, the reason I got here is because I realized James Marshall needs help. He is an incredible company, he's an incredible teacher, he's an incredible speaker and a mastermind in that sense. But his website wasn't so good, his videos weren't so good, he didn't release regularly. I was like, there is a way I can bring in my Austrian system thinking into that company and do him a favor, and for return he does me a favor. Obviously all of this is transactional, we get it. And I realized this can be a beautiful symbiosis, and I hopefully can offer something to James, which is my time and work and hustle and, you know, system thinking and understanding of technical systems and photography and media and so on. And he can give me his very valuable knowledge that I was seeking back then in return, and it worked out beautifully. So I recommend find somebody who's way ahead of you, because everybody who's way ahead of you also has problems that you don't even think of and that you don't have. and that you could solve. Literally me, if I would have somebody now who would always buy my groceries and cook meals and make sure I take my, I don't know, supplements, and yeah, just make sure I have enough calories every day, that is super valuable to me, because literally I don't want to cook, I don't want to clean,
I don't cook, I don't clean, but
I don't want to drive to the groceries every day, I don't want to think about what I want to eat every day. It's like draining my energy, and I still need to make sure to eat enough calories to build on muscle and so on. So it's not like that I'm not capable of cooking, or that I don't know how to buy stuff at the supermarket. No, I'm just at a level now where this is a small problem for me, and I'm rather solving it with money than with time. And that's where a young guy like you can come in and, again, create this symbiosis between two people.